Welcome to Show Em The Dore. You know what I'm thankful for this week?
What's that?
I'm thankful for another episode of Show Em The Dore.
Thanks.
And you should be too. Because we're not going to have an episode next week for real Thanksgiving week. Because I will be home. I don't know. Are you planning on going home?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know, bro. And that's going to be really sad. And I'm going to be missing my lovely time with my best friend here on my podcast. On our podcast. I don't know why I said my. And yeah, I know I'm not possessive. But we're really excited to talk about another week of Vanderbilt sports. Oh, we're throwing back to season 1, eh? You guys, I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in the day, Willem used to consistently grab me throughout the episode.
It'd be to make a point.
Yeah. But I get I'm a funny guy, but it would just be Willem would just be oh my gosh, he's talking about a wide receiver. And I'd be like, listen, man.
Most of the time it'd be when I was talking, I'm and the basketball team.
Yeah, exactly.
Just tossing you around.
Yeah, genuinely. And
if
I
we
thought
had
that was
HR,
before. Yeah, no, I would have filed a complaint long ago.
We'd have claims.
The biggest HR guy we have is Ardelon, and he doesn't do anything. I've submitted my claims. Yeah, no, we have a...
the complaints department.
Yeah.
Where's the garbage?
It just goes immediately into a shredder. With that being said, we have a multitude of sports to talk about. It's one of the best times for sports podcasters like me. Oh my god. Willem's done crack before this.
It's $5 a rock.
We've actually stipulated this, that it is roughly $5 a crack rock. Because, we're not too highbrow. We don't get the real Coke. It's the crack rocks. Yeah. But we actually have football to talk about, which is terribly sad. We have basketball to talk about, which is markedly less sad since last week, and women's basketball, which is maintaining the same trend, as well as just a pinch of baseball. So,
how many sports?
We already did that last time. Did you ever post that clip of where we went? Did I send you?
Oh, you sent me a clip.
Yep. I send Willem a clip every single time. Don't do it now. Put your phone down.
It's over there.
Yeah, that's right. We have viewers. we have an audience.
Lest we forget company.
Willem, you're being rude in front of the company.
I'm so sorry. Can I get you some water?
Willem, which sport would you prefer to talk about today?
Well, I'll talk about me some football.
Oh, you're going to talk about you some football? Go ahead.
So we played the good old University of South Carolina.
Boo!
Spencer Rattler University. Boo! The Fighting Myrtle Beaches.
They're the Gamecocks.
That's really, I know.
I think that's funnier than Myrtle Beaches.
Yeah, get real, guys.
Yeah. Isn't it Columbia, South Carolina that they're in? Boo! We were in Columbia, weren't we?
Yeah.
Dang.
Christopher, do you happen to remember what the final score was?
The final score, based on my ability to look at a box score about 5 minutes before this, was 47-6.
So if my math is right here, we lost by 41 points.
That would be correct. That is a significant portion of points.
That's so many points.
Also, South Carolina isn't a very good team.
Spencer Rattler is a bum.
Always has been.
Always has been.
Always will be.
Always will be.
Don't like the kid.
Nope.
Not once.
That's how I want to talk from now on.
Okay, well, keep going. Keep going.
I meant in everyday life.
Yeah. Start.
Football game tonight.
Start it, yeah. Start.
Okay.
Go.
So we only scored the one touchdown. And it was thrown by good old Kenny Seals.
Kenny S.
He did not do phenomenal.
Nope.
No, I want to say his completion percentage was around 50 or so.
It was right under. 13 of 28.
That's under 50.
Yeah.
He got the one touchdown, about 100 yards. However, the good news is, as Clark Lee pointed out so
eloquently,
poignantly, whenever he had the ball, he did a really good job of handling it, being careful with it so that we can punt. like as opposed to throwing
So,
interceptions.
you know, Willem,
he kept the ball, and we've done a good job of that. So that opens up the door to punting.
dude, it's like that really cool podcast, Show Em The Dore. But the thing is like, is punting the benchmark? If so, we're the best team in the nation.
Yeah, Matthew Hayball.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah,
We're the Tennessee Titans of college.
real. There was a tweet I saw today, and it was, you know that old Cam Newton clip where he's like watching the Broncos come onto the field and he's like nodding with like all the fireworks? It was like Ryan Stonehouse every time the Titans take the field. But it's really Matthew Hayball anytime Vandy.
Matthew Hayball. The old Australian.
Matty H sees the ball more times than Will Shepard does again.
Buddy has touched the ball more times than many of our receivers.
Call me crazy, but if our punter
I'll call
is
you maybe.
Carly Rae Jepsen moment.
I just made
But if
That is crazy.
if our punter is getting more touches than our top wide receiver, then like there might be an issue with the offensive coordinator. Call me nuts.
So
Yeah, so we lost
this is
very
terrible.
bad.
Who's the
awful.
problem?
God, man, who isn't? The thing
Fair
is, it's
enough.
not
You
the
heard it
it's
here
not
first.
the players.
We all suck.
The thing is it's not the players.
No, not at all.
Because I mean, granted, I don't know why AJ Swan isn't playing, to be honest.
He's hurt.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he isn't.
He is.
He was. I don't think he is anymore.
You're right.
Yeah. So why is AJ, like, I understand if they were going to commit to a new quarterback because they didn't believe in AJ Swan for whatever reason, like,
I think
that's
he's transferring.
that would be a
like, okay, we're done with you.
that would be like you commit to Walter Taylor.
Yeah, like
Because
into the future.
yeah, I mean,
Not to Ken Seals.
if you're going to
He's old.
commit, at least commit in a way that makes sense. And but like, there's no reason Ken Seals should be getting the ball at this point. Not because I think Walter Taylor is better than him. In fact, I don't think Walter Taylor is better than Ken Seals.
I think Ken Seals is our best quarterback.
I don't agree with that. I think AJ Swan's our best quarterback.
I don't know. I haven't seen AJ Swan play in 7 years.
I think AJ Swan is easily our best quarterback. I think that he understands that we need it. Like, our offense was markedly better with AJ Swan.
Yeah, but half of ability is availability. I learned that from Anthony Davis.
But the thing is AJ Swan has been available the past like 3 games
Yeah, and so the other half of ability is your coach
on the
deciding to
field.
play you.
Yeah, like it's. I don't know. Like, our offenses looked terrible. Our
In every
defense is on the
aspect.
field 50 minutes a game, and so like, how are they
They
supposed
do well
to?
enough. Like, they
Yeah.
try. But, like, they're out there
and,
for,
like,
what, like 15 drives?
The heart of our defense is C.J. Taylor, and he has been hurt, which is really, really sad. I think he'll get drafted in the NFL to the Army. But,
the Army.
But what the only good spot of
Bad in the Middle East.
Show Em The Dore podcast commenting on conflicts.
Well, I'm not commenting on it. I'm saying, like,
Well, yeah, I
if we
was
were
just
to
joking.
draft C.J. Taylor into the military, stuff went down. And my bet would be
Okay.
Russia.
Yeah, actually, I think that's a better
take that
bet.
back,
I think it's a
yeah.
better bet.
Of all the global threats of the world,
Mm-hmm.
there's no one that would do anything like Russia.
That's true.
Like, come on, man. North Korea. I used to be terrified of North Korea when I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
I was like legitimately like, these people could get us. And that's crazy. And they haven't?
Nope.
What kind of bums? Like, obviously they ain't real. They ain't really about it if they haven't taken action in like 12 years.
Stand on business, North Korea.
Yeah, like, you talk that talk and wear those suits. And
Walk
like,
that
pretend
walk.
to die. Like, didn't he like
I don't know, man.
die or something?
I know that he's like, his whole shtick is like, all North Koreans have to believe he's like God.
He's
Essentially.
pretty cool in their eyes.
Yeah, that's a way to put it.
They-
But
like, Russia's a global threat, man.
they are. So back to Vandy, back to the good old city of Nashville, Tennessee.
Where our real problems lie.
Where our real
Vanderbilt football sucks.
yeah, it's not a good.
Not in a good state.
Not in a
State
good
of the
state.
Union. Union's bad.
These
These boys ain't playing.
No, it's just that like, after this game, both AJ Swan and Will Shepard tweeted out like cryptic emoji laden tweets that were like "thank God" type stuff, and so some people think that somebody's been fired.
Who?
I really hope it's Joey Lynch.
Yeah,
but,
me too.
I'm not sure. Who's our offensive coordinator?
Yeah, he
But-
used to be the quarterback for the Broncos.
That's Paxton.
It's the same guy.
Okay. He's bad at all his jobs then.
Yeah, for real. He's
But,
terrible. I remember when they got him. That was when I stopped being a Broncos fan.
Yeah.
Lost hope.
Yeah, you're like, oh, God.
You get Paxton Lynch,
suffer
you're like,
for
I already
ano-
know it's over.
Suffer
Like, I haven't
for
seen the
another
boy
year
play.
of Paxton
He sucks.
Lynch. No, but so that's football. Bad. We play.
Sorry, boys.
We
Tennessee.
have a bye week next week
Really? Oh,
because we
cool.
played week 0.
Oh, yeah, 0.
And then we have Tennessee
At Tennessee.
at Tennessee.
Crazy dog.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can win.
Go
Go team.
Go team. Go.
They need me.
Yeah, they do. Well, they need both of us.
Here's the thing. If we both started both sides of the ball, the game would not be any worse than it already would have been. Put me at a pertinent position, it's not getting any worse.
I don't know if I agree with that.
If I'm a wide receiver and a strong safety, we're still losing by, like,
I agree that we'd
numbers that
still.
would make a small child sob.
I still agree we'd lose, but like if you are anywhere in the secondary, you're also getting burnt for a touchdown every single play.
I'm counting on them corners, bro. We're playing zone.
That means you have a zone.
We're playing man.
I mean, that makes more sense.
We're blitzing.
That gives you more responsibility, unless you're the blitzer.
I got the QB spy. I don't take action. I just look at him.
Okay, that's probably your best bet, actually. But moving away
This
from
guy is tall.
moving away
I
from
can't see over those big linemen.
where'd he go?
Oh, he's
You're looking the wrong way. You're like, that's the end zone, yeah.
Is it ours or no? It's theirs. He just ran in there. Bummer. There go the fireworks. Where's Smokey? Where's the dog? Bring out the dog.
But moving to basketball.
Moving to basketball, we won.
Last time on Show Em The Dore, and it was
We made a promise to you.
and it's us talking about how terrible we were doing against SC Upstate in the last episode. Because at one point, Willem opened his phone during the episode and was like, "Oh my God, we're down 10 at USC Upstate," and I was like, "The season is over." The thing is, since that time, we had the best second half of any of our games so far. And we beat USC Upstate by 7.
We said that we'd stop doing this.
Oh yeah,
if
we
lost.
did. Forgot about
We
that.
made a promise that if we lost, we were done.
We're,
We were down so big.
we're back. That means we won. We did win.
We won, boys.
By 7, which means that there was like a roughly like a 17-point swing in the second half, which is really good.
I like swings.
Like just like the ones in Branscombe.
Yeah.
Heard.
Well, all of them, but
Yeah.
that one mostly.
Yeah.
Swing states per chance. Which ones are those?
Florida,
I don't like Florida.
Ohio,
It's getting worse.
New Hampshire.
I like New Hampshire.
I don't know. We're moving on.
Dartmouth's in New Hampshire.
So we beat USC Upstate. Ezra had like 19. He was really just putting the team on his back and carrying. But a better game that we actually got to watch all of because we weren't recording was the game versus UNC Greensboro.
You watch it?
I did. It also is important to note that in the USC Upstate game, in the second half that we actually did get to watch, Tasos Camateros. I don't know if that's I add the accent to it
We're
from
making it
the
up as we
Middle
go.
East, but I think that's how you say it. But he's Greek, so like I think I'm
It's
messing it up.
Mediterranean. It's all,
Roughly.
It's all, yeah.
He went for he looked much like
Call
a
him
Wendy's,
Wendy's.
much like a Wendy's combo. He went 4 for 4 from 3, and it was like all in like consecutive possessions. Bro went crazy. But anyway, so we played UNC Greensboro, and the first half was the best first half we've played all season, and I was like, oh my God, we're turning a corner, and we at the end of the half we were up 12. There was a time in the second half that we were up like 15, 16.
Yep, we turned a corner. And then we turned a couple more corners to go backwards.
And then we kind of took our foot off the gas, and by 2 minutes and 30 seconds, it was a 2-point game. And that's kind of not where we want to be, if you can imagine.
That goes against Jerry's promise.
Yeah, of quote, we're going to beat the hell out of them. Thanks, Gary. Um,
2 points?
yeah.
That's the hell?
We ended up winning.
If that's hell.
If that's hell, buddy.
About to make wild
No,
statements.
yeah,
I'm not gonna say anything.
we're not gonna go for that.
I gotta go.
But
I gotta repent.
we ended up winning by 7. So not
7? Huh?
Yeah.
Thought it was 4.
No, I think it was 77 to 70.
I thought it was 74 to 70.
I know we won by 7. I think.
Never mind.
I'm almost positive.
You seem rather convinced.
I am rather convinced. I'm checking
bet on it?
real quick. Nope. And I would lose because it was 74-70.
I was gonna bet a pizza.
A za? That could be arranged tonight because of we're having company. But
Vincent Kompany,
It-
former center back for Manchester United. He was so bald. Oh, Manchester City. Let's get that straight. Manchester United sucked.
yeah, let's be clear, guys.
Let's be clear.
It was a good game. Ezra is going crazy this year. He's averaging 25 and 5, which
That's pretty good.
that is insane. He's also like he's
How tall is he?
he's listed at 6 foot.
If you had to, that's a lie.
That's not a
That's
lie.
LeBron James level of lying.
But he's he's cracked at the game.
He's cracked.
I'm really excited for when Tyron and them come back, and then Ellen Lubin, because I'm excited for Lee Dort, obviously, but we knew that was going to be a problem this year.
Yeah.
And so seeing it become a problem is
expected. We're like, well, there's the issues that we foresaw.
yeah. But the
Let's
thing
just, work around it.
is Colin Smith went on a heater to start UNC Greensboro. I think he had 15 points in the first half. Buddy.
So.
It's Women's History Month. But
It is Women's History Month.
I don't know. What, April?
Is it looking good for us?
No, I think it's Veterans.
Do you know when Breast Cancer Awareness Month is?
October.
Yeah.
And I know, no, this Veterans is November because they go from pink to camo.
Good for them. What's December?
Don't think anything. Christmas time. Anyway, so Colin Smith, I'm really excited about his development this year, but I think it's going to slot a lot better whenever Tyron's back.
Yeah.
Because instead of Ezra needing to score or distribute on every single play, he'll be able to really maximize his efficiency, because Tyron will then become our number 1 option. Ezra will become number 2. Colin Smith will stop having all that attention on him, and so he'll be able to thrive in that. And then people like Allen Lubin, Evan Taylor, Tassos. They're imagine Oscar Shibwe guarding Tassos. I don't think Tassos is gonna be able to guard Oscar Shibwe, but dang, if 3 isn't more than 2.
Still in the league, bro?
If 3 isn't more than 2, I don't know what is. I don't know if he is. I feel like he's probably a 9th year senior for some reason.
Oh my gosh. People used to be like, Drew Timmy's been playing for 50 years. He's 2 years younger than Oscar Shibwe.
Is he really?
He played for Bob Huggins.
Okay, Oscar Shibwe does not play any longer.
Thank the Lord.
The center for Hunter Dickinson plays at Kentucky? Oh wait,
Kansas.
that's Kansas.
Hunter Dickinson plays at Kansas.
So wait, Oscar Shibwe might then play it. No, he doesn't. They don't have a center listed.
Thank goodness.
Their forwards are T. Mitchell, whoever the heck that is, and that's the only guy who starts. And that's the only forward that has any minutes on their team in the last game.
They're playing small ball.
They really are. Trey Mitchell.
Wow, dude. On a separate note, John Calipari is one of the worst coaches in the SEC.
Yeah, John Calamari is not good.
John Fried Octo is his trash.
John Fried Octopus Calamari. So basketball, I'm actually excited for. They said that they would be looking to get back, I believe, all 3 of our key players that are out before the Thanksgiving tournament. So we might only have 1 more game without some of these people.
Wow.
And then I'm really excited to see how that chemistry goes into play, and when people are slotted in their correct roles, how good this team can truly be. Moving to women's basketball, we have played one game since our last conversation with our company, and we played Western Kentucky University yesterday.
They are the
Hilltoppers.
Their mascot is
Boo! Big Red.
Go Big Red.
He's such an ugly dude.
Their campus is so hilly.
It is quite the topography is interesting. Is that right? Topography? Me as a cartographer.
Yeah.
Making maps. Yeah, I'm like, but we.
It's a weird landscape you got, bro.
Well, it was hilly.
It's Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Yeah, it's actually named after the bowling ball.
And putting green.
Yeah, exactly. They're big, weird, big social sport people. But
They're big people.
They came down to Vanderbilt, and it feels like I think Shea Ralph had a great comment on how I think this team plays, and we blew out Kennesaw State our first game, but ever since then we've been like really fighting tooth and nail every single game. We've been winning those games, but we've been really fighting tooth and nail every one of these games. And I think one thing she talked about is like at UConn they made like 12 straight championships. Like they didn't win, but like they made it, I think. And they were like, or maybe it was Final Fours.
They're the greatest modern basketball team.
But she was like, listen, I know what it's like to be in 12 straight. It was like a LeBron quote. It was like, I know what it's like to be in 12 straight Final Fours. And she's like, it doesn't take X's and doesn't take X's and O's. It takes a certain mindset of you're always gonna grit out anything that you can.
And boy, do I have a mind.
And she's like, and boy, do we have that. She's like, listen.
And boy,
she's like, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's not even about like certain talents or certain players. It's about having the mindset that your team has in order to get there. And her saying that, being the fact that she did go to 13 straight Final Fours, and saying that about our team is like a really cool quote. And I'm really excited to see how the women's basketball team kind of progresses.
Because how many wins do they have?
3. How many games do they have? Have they played? 3. Undefeated on the year. Haven't seen a loss.
You're close.
Well, they don't have 4. They're 3 now.
They're 4 now.
I don't think they are.
Check it. This one's worth a pizza.
Oh, I already told you I was going to.
Then I rescind my offer. It's no longer a bet.
Okay, I mean, if you want to bet, I'm pretty sure they're 3-0 though. Oh, we are 4 now. Man, you're killing me.
I'm huge.
I forgot about the Fairfield. I forgot about the Fairfield game.
That just means you're due.
I am due. I'm so due. What was really cool about that is Jordan Cambridge almost had a triple-double.
Jordan.
She with 4 minutes to go, had 12 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists.
Jordan Cambridge is so good at basketball.
She is so good at basketball.
Here's the thing: is like two years ago,
let me look at her box score.
It was like Jordan Cambridge's team, and it's like, ooh, Naismith Defensive Player of the Year watch list, and like, dude, this is nice. And then she like,
oh, I'm sorry, she
tore
had
some stuff.
She
and
was
then for 2 years. It was like, okay, next year's the comeback, and finally she's back.
Yeah.
With all this young talent that's now growing into like Ayanna Moore, Sasha Washington, all these transfers, that one really pale girl. Like, it's phenomenal. And it's so nice to see
have a lot of those.
Jordan still like,
dude,
at the helm, man.
Okay, the really pale girl you're talking about is a girl named Aga Makarad. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm so sorry. I don't know. She's a freshman. I think she's from a Norwegian country.
She's a freshman.
Yes.
She's been well for a freshman.
She put up 18 last game.
Yeah.
But so Jordan Cambridge last game put up 11, 13, and 8 with 3 steals. Sasha also had 5 steals in that game. Sasha put up 16, 10, 2, and 5 with 4 blocks.
Did you see what she did?
She's lighting up the stat sheet.
Did you see what she did the game before?
Against Fairfield. I think she had like a double-double in the first half.
She had a big double-double.
The daily double.
I'd like to go for a 2 daily double.
She had, and I quote, 20, 17, 7.
Dear Lord, have mercy on my mortal soul.
You're telling me she almost had a 20-20 triple-double?
You're telling me.
Buddy.
Also, happy birthday to her. She celebrated her 21st birthday the other day. If you haven't seen both of the Sasha Washington episodes,
Please
There are
do.
2 of them.
There's 2, and they
There's
were great.
2.
Wait, Sasha's
cool.
great friend of the podcast, super cool girl.
Cruel.
Not cruel.
She's cool.
She's cruel in the no, I'm just kidding. But
Cruel to her
she's a
opposition,
super
for real.
super like just a super cool girl.
Yeah, she's
actually,
cool.
she's actually really tight.
She's cool.
Um,
I keep seeing her all the time.
You
I was
do?
in the elevator with
I wish I saw Sasha.
Brooke and her parents at Parents Weekend.
Yeah.
And she comes into the elevator, just dabs me up, says nothing. We just stand there all the way up, and that's it. And I'm like, she's just dope.
She was one of my favorite interviews. Just because she was just super sick.
For like the week after that, I saw her like at the Munchie Mart twice. At
Yeah.
the Kroger, and I'm like,
You're like, this is all. It looks like I'm following you
like
around.
what? I promise. I'm not that creepy.
But yeah, so
I follow
women's
Chris
basketball.
around, but like, not.
Yeah, but like
women.
just because he wants to track my every move because he
I
is
feel like
hired
him.
by a private investigator. But so finally we have baseball.
Base.
Base. The balls with base.
4 of them.
Yeah. And we had I don't remember the name of the classic, but we had 2 games. We played at inter-squad games this weekend, and it doesn't really matter who won because it's just us. It was black and gold versus black and gold.
It'd be intra-squad.
But you're right. I'm off today.
Dude, I'm killing it. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
this is
I've
the-
never
this is the-
been like the person that knows stuff.
You know all the things. He knows things. Don't say he doesn't.
It's the autism.
So the intra-squad games, I think what's really interesting is the first game. It was like very pitcher dominated, which made sense because most of our top pitching prospects pitched that day, and they did fine as they always do. I don't think Carter Holton pitched because I think he's not pitching until the spring. I don't think Carter Holton is pitching till the spring. Devin Futrell. Devin Futrell, I don't think is.
2 big boys.
I'm thinking like our 2 starting pitchers.
Yeah.
And so, but the second day was the more interesting day in the terms of offense because some of our not as highly touted pitching prospects pitched, though I think they're going to be great bullpen pieces. But so obviously we had a bit of a bigger offensive day. And what's truly interesting is that a lot of like freshmen and first year players, they are making huge strides in the power department.
Yeah.
Like Braden Holcomb, I think had 2 home runs. Ray Velasquez, the one guy who didn't make the roster last year, has had like 2 in this. I think gosh, I can't remember his name. One of our freshmen got on base like 6 times in the game. Like, I know Calvin Hewitt also. I think it might have been combined betwixt the 2 games. Yeah, but I mean, still getting on base 6 times is insane. I know Calvin Hewitt got on base 6 times. He was like 3 for 3 stolen bases. At one point, Colin Barksey, who is one of our freshman catchers.
Is he a dog?
He's a pretty highly rated catching prospect. I don't know if he's going. He's not going to be our catcher though. Like it's very clearly going to be SB. And then we have Logan Poteet ahead of him as well, the Powell boy. He came from my high school.
The Powell boy.
Yep.
But like the towel boy.
No. I think he's actually good. Like I think he hit like a 2 RBI single in the game.
That's what Powell boys do.
Yeah. But apparently Colin Barksey like absolutely laser threw out Calvin Hewitt stealing.
What's his name?
It's Barczi. I don't know how to pronounce it totally. Yeah.
Woof.
Barczi. But it was really cool. The Landon Humphrey is who I might have been thinking of when I was blanking a second ago, who got like a on base all the time. I think it's really interesting because like we obviously don't have an Enrique Bradfield Jr. in the outfield, which is terribly. It'll be my first time watching Vandy baseball without Enrique, and that's truly sad. But we have like really interesting outfield talent because we have Hewitt, who is shown to be very good. We've been flirting with R.J. Austin in center. We have
flirting.
we have Troy. We have Landon Humphrey. We have, somebody like Matthew Polk can play left. We have a lot of like weird, like maybe not your prototypical outfielders.
Yeah.
Like, but that can all play. Yeah. And it's going to be a really interesting battle for who's actually going to get the spots.
Yeah.
And I also think that, first base is kind of up for grabs. I think Chris Maldonado has been playing a lot of first. Yep. Jaden Davis has been playing apparently very well, who's going to be probably our second baseman if we have RJ in the outfield. I would say
what about last time?
He plays short.
Then where's Diaz?
Third.
Oh, I saw shifted.
Diaz played third all last season.
Really? Where was it?
Yeah, you weren't watching evidently.
It was a bad semester.
Yeah, it was. I'm excited to go to those games with you if you come back. But
dude, I am hoping, praying, wishing, begging for a job here. If anyone is hiring in the Nashville metropolitan area,
hit Willem up at willem.azzinnaro@vanderbilt.edu.
Willem.m.
I was close. I didn't know if you had the middle name.
Yeah. You don't know if I have a middle name?
No, I didn't know if you had it in the email. I know it's Mitchell.
Yeah, great job.
Yeah, that's right.
Christopher David Conway.
Yeah, let's not act like I haven't known you for. God, has it only been 4 years? 3 years? Three. That feels crazy.
Sorry.
I thought the time was right. No.
HR.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I have to deal with on a daily basis. I edit everything, and then he still tries to kiss me. So baseball was like it was a really good couple games. It showed that we had a lot of potential as freshmen. It showed some solid bullpen arms as well. I think that it's going to be if we can get these freshmen to develop the power part of our lineup, we have the guys that are like contact guys. Yeah. Like, imagine Diaz bumps his average up to 350 because that's where, I feel like he's been projecting to go. And then we have people with power behind him like Maldo, Troy Leneve. We have contact guys like Calvin who actually has some power in there. Polk just gets on base. Braden Holcomb. Espinal. What I thought was the most interesting statistic of all of them in these games is that Espinal had 3 walks.
Good for him.
And I think only 2 strikeouts.
Wow.
But that's really big because the biggest knock on Espinal last year was that he couldn't sit on a curveball.
Yeah.
He just swung through every single time.
Yeah.
And if he can
discipline.
finally sit and make them throw him strikes, Espinal's going to have a career year. If Espinal genuinely would only swing at pitches that landed in the zone, he's hitting 400 with 30 homers. That's obviously an exaggeration, but he has the power to legitimately be a 20-homer guy. I think even in limited time last year, he had 8.
Yeah.
And, imagine you
First
extrapolate that. Yeah, that's true.
Grand Slam.
That's true. And then he kind of got out of the lineup, which was really sad. But I think
he's back.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to start. I'm not going to start the hate already. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it.
We got time.
No, I will. The only person that didn't record a hit.
And who's that?
Jack Bulger. He was 0 for 7. And
we said it. We said it years ago.
He was a 5-star.
On what metric?
Maybe it was a 4-star. But either way,
he might have seen 5 stars in the sky in his life.
No,
sure.
we're not dissing him that bad.
He got the vision though.
We're not dissing him that bad. But oh my gosh, when I saw that and I was like, there he is. But then what was really interesting is he had 7. He was 0 for 7 with 0 strikeouts.
Good for him. Wow.
Well, no.
He used to be Jack Strikeout Bulger.
No. He was Jack grounded to double play Bulger, which is exactly what.
Worse.
Yeah, I know.
That's what he does.
Yeah, the thing is I think that Jack Bulger, if we ever really, really needed like a sacrificed fly, I'm throwing Jack Bulger out there because I believe in him more than anybody else on the entire team to make contact with the ball. I trust that ball will go directly into the glove of a defender, but he will make contact with the ball.
There's one thing that's been consistent throughout my
Death,
life,
taxes,
really
and
just
Jack
been
Bulger,
Jack Bulger
hitting the ball directly to the outfield.
And that's appreciated, kind of. You know, it's like
It's like honestly, it's the most consistent.
Yeah, I've never seen consistency like that in sports.
No, it's
Jack Bulger just getting outs.
Yeah,
and not in the good way.
And like I want him to be good so bad.
Me too. Like I don't like hating on him.
No, and
we do it every year.
We really, and then he shuts me up every year.
Yeah, like once every month.
No, he has like a crazy like 3-week stretch where he becomes the best baseball player ever.
Yeah, for just a second.
And then we're like, Jack Bulger has arrived. He's back. And then he goes on an 0 for 38 rampage.
And then he's
yeah, and then he's doing
ruins the program.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's all the sports we have for today.
Follow us on TikTok.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, X, and YouTube, I guess.
Yeah.
We're really close to 100 subs. We have like 88 now. So like, that's super sick. I'm pretty excited about that.
That's so many.
That's more than 87.
Why do you watch us? If you're still watching us right now,
thank you.
Why?
This will be made by viewers like you. Thank you.
Is that PBS?
Yeah.
I used to hear that and be like, I used to feel guilty. No, I used to be like, I'm not helping them at all. Like they're thanking me. I don't do.
You're like, I don't do anything for this program.
Like legitimately, other people do more than me. Don't thank me.
You're like, please, I don't deserve it. You have imposter syndrome at 2?
I was a child and I was like, oh my gosh. They shouldn't be thanking me. I don't like this part.
That's terrible. That's awful.
It was bad, man. It explains a lot, though. Real talk.
Yeah. So with that being said, this has been Show Em The Dore all the way from the Curb Center Studios. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a great Thanksgiving. Be thankful. I love you.
I'm always thankful.